Yes.
Okay, on for reports for myself. I need a motion from the board. We have a bid from Nolet's Roofing to fix the rec center roof here for approximately $140,454. And if there's no questions from the board, I need a vote to approve that bill to be paid.
I make a motion to approve awarding the bid to Nolet Construction for the roof repair at the rec center.
Second? Second.
Mr. Latchmore, I'll have you take a roll call vote on this. Missed the 80 cents, guys, but
Close enough.
close enough. It's in my way for telling me.
I don't think you use that, so, right.
Roll call. Trustee Pelkey.
Aye.
Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Rodriguez. Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the ayes have it, so the bid for Nolet's roofing will be approved, and that bid is for $140,454.80. The roof will be, I spoke to a representative from the roofing. They assure me that the roof will be on the building prior to the hockey season. So everything is looking good. We just had the chillers rebuilt, and we spoke to the people from Troy tonight, Chris Latchmore, the administrator, and myself, and that is on track. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Administrator, he told me when they're done, it would be just like having a new unit for the rec center arena here. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
So between the chiller being fixed and our new roof, we're well on our way. We also having the guys that work here on off days when it rains, when they can't mow the field, they're painting the building from one end to the other. The administrator and myself are going to be going to possibly Sam's Club with the village vehicle to pick up some new flooring for the warming rooms for the visitors, as well as the manager's office. So we're trying to spruce up the place as much as possible. We have some grant money that we worked and we received, and we're going to use this grant money to fix up this rec center, which this whole board believes is the center of our community. It's a family-oriented rec center. We have softball fields, soccer fields, lacrosse, hockey. We have a stage. We have to maintain this to keep our community as a family-oriented community, and I think by doing this, we're well on our way to accomplishing that. The second thing I would need from the board is the only company that bid on helping us develop the comprehensive plan, which will update our zoning laws, was Barton and Lagudis. So I need a vote from the board to have them appointed to assist us in this comprehensive plan.
Do we need a motion on that?
Yes, I need a motion on that.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor of appointing Barton and Lagudis to help us develop our comprehensive plan, which will help us update our zoning laws? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it, so Barton and Lagudis has been appointed to help us develop this plan. The last thing I have to say is on September 15th, 2022 of this year, Arsene Letourneau, our treasurer, was recognized in Saratoga, New York by Nikon for his 30 years of service to our village, and I think it's something that Mr. Letourneau should be proud of, and I know as mayor and this board, we're proud to have Mr. Letourneau's service for the last 30 years. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say, and we'll turn it over to Trustee Arnold.
We have two new members in the fire department, Jordan Bellotti, 50 Church Street, and Jared Misek, 21 Priscilla Lane. We'd like to they can have them as new members in the fire department.
I'll put that in the form of a motion for 6-month probation.
Yep.
Second?
All those in favor of putting these two individuals on probation for 6 months so they can join the fire department? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. These two individuals will be given 6 months probationary period at the fire department.
Okay. The next thing I have is the library steps. I don't know if they've been sealed or not for the winter.
That, I don't know the answer to trustee Arnold. I don't know if the, Mr. Administrator, do you know the answer to that question?
I don't know if they've been sealed or not. I know Ann sent me an email asking about the metal anti-slip treads that were on the steps
I was
before.
gonna bring that up too.
We've overspent the budget for the library steps as it is. And we were gonna try to repurpose the other anti-slip, and it's just not gonna work. So at this point in time, what we would have to do is wait another year to put those on, because we'd have to purchase new ones. But my recommendation and suggestion would be to possibly barricade the steps off in the wintertime and have people utilize the ramp. So that way we don't have to shovel it or put salt on them to possibly damage the cement.
Yeah,
Did somebody get hurt?
If you don't take and seal it and you put the rock salt on, and they put rock salt on
Yeah.
an inch thick over there on that composite decking and stuff, and
I mean,
that rock salt they put on there, that ain't gonna last that cement.
sealant's not that expensive. I mean, I would like to see it sealed this year to protect it, just in case. Because, you know, you even get the vapors from the state plow going by and put salt in the air. You can see it on your windows and, you know,
Yep,
and on the streetlights downtown.
yep.
So I mean.
You wanna put the good one on though, you don't wanna buy the
Well,
one from
we would
Lowell.
have to reach out to a couple of contractors and find out what they use.
Well,
I know, the one that we know.
yeah, Fred
He buys
Bourgeois.
it over in.
St. Albans.
St. Albans, but I'm sure, Harris and Plattsburgh could give us a recommendation also
E.T. Harris, yeah.
of what the best stuff to use, because we have a big investment on that.
Well, I think you're right, trustee Pelkey. Anytime we've spent that kind of money to fix up that library, we'd be foolish not to spend a few extra dollars to make sure that we're not spending that money again.
I'm sure it'd be under $500, or, you know.
Well, it's $265 for a 5-gallon pail.
Well, a 5-gallon pail goes a long way, especially on steps. I mean, it'd be foolish, like I said, not to preserve it at least.
Well, at least the sidewalk too, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's something we should definitely look at doing.
yeah, I think we should get some cost estimates on that.
I'll do that for the next
We can
meeting.
talk about it. I mean, the treads, we can hold off on those. Does it need treads? Was it recommended to have treads?
Well, she thinks somebody's gonna slip on it, cause
Well, in the specs, I don't remember seeing the treads. The treads were the problem with the last
yeah, they
steps.
rotted off the screws.
Yeah. So was that in the specs of, that were given for the grant on that project?
There were a lot of things that were left off the grant.
Okay,
Okay, so like the new pillars, or the new columns,
yeah.
those weren't on there. When we jacked up the roof and we put the beam to support the roof while the steps were coming out, at that point, it was noted that those pillars were all rotted
Mhm.
and they needed to be replaced. So we were gonna try to just replace the front pillars, but then we got to the pillars that were up against the wall,
Yeah.
and the base of those were completely rotted as well. So rather than repairing, we felt that it would probably be just as cheap just to make all the pillars match, and it would look better, so we did that. The handrail that's up, that wasn't budgeted for the grant, and that's custom built because we felt that it would probably look better to have the handrail match the handrail that goes up the ramp. So that was something that was put in after the fact. For the original grant, they were planning on repurposing the treads that were originally put down. So I had Adam remove all of them and had the guys try to clean them up. It just, it wasn't worth it, so they just stopped the process.
Because those treads have to be ground down about a half an inch to be put in.
That's right,
correct?
that's right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to grind that new steps down a half an inch, to put these treads in?
Well, the only way, the only reason why they use the front is to take and put the books in the door.
Right.
So if we built, like Chris said, built a box,
There
have
is one in
the
the back.
village crew build the box and have them put it in back on the,
Oh, there is one in
There
the
already
back.
is one in the back,
is there one in the back?
Yeah, there's a drop box
right
in
at
the
the
back.
beginning of the ramp.
Yeah,
Oh, well, then,
But I would like to at least get some estimates and get it sealed, because that's one thing that you can't go back on. Once the salt starts eating it, it's done.
yeah,
Well, that's why I'd like to try to eliminate putting salt on them. Even if we put those anti-slip tread, you're still gonna have salt on the cement.
Right. But I'd like to check on, at least get a price on how much sealant would cost.
Understood.
And we might have some sealant in stock left over from the cobblestones, because there was pails of it left up to the wastewater plant
Okay.
Left over from where?
from when we did the cobblestones
Okay.
downtown.
Okay,
yeah, the new ones.
Yeah, we would spray them.
okay. No, but I think that's a good point. We've invested quite a bit of money in those steps, so I think it would be foolish for a couple $100 not to protect our
Because
investment.
this sealant, concrete, you still have to seal it every couple of years. So it's not a one-time thing that you're done with.
right.
You still have to seal it, because it does wear.
Yeah.
But I
And being
think,
right
like
there,
you say,
like
for a
said.
couple $100, it'd give us a little peace of mind until at least next summer, until you get the new treads in, and then you can seal it again and be done with it.
Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. Anything else, trustee Arnold?
Nope, not at this point.
Trustee Menard?
Just a question, or a couple of questions, I guess. People have been asking me, on the chiller here, do they have a date when they're going to be finished?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
They're gonna be finished tomorrow,
Yeah.
okay? And then when are we gonna start ice? Shortly
So
after?
this
Next week?
this is the plan. Tomorrow morning at approximately 8 o'clock, Hogan's refrigeration should be up here, and they're going to recharge the ammonia. We've already did a pressure test on it to make sure that there's no leaks. There was a small leak. That leak has been fixed, so now the ammonia will be added. We're going to be putting new oil in the compressors, so the oil's gonna be changed and added tomorrow as well. And then John is gonna be mixing up some brine, and, because we're down on the brine as well. So that should be done, I would think by the end of this week, and we're looking to start making ice probably the first or second week in October.
Just had,
So we're
We're
right
right
on schedule.
for
Yeah.
it. We'll be done before hockey season.
okay. I just had people asking me, so I wanted to make sure.
No, there's a
Get it
lot
on
of
TV
rumors,
and-
there's a lot of rumors out there, and
Yeah.
there's a lot, and these rumors are,
Yeah.
once again, not correct.
No?
And the arena will be up and functioning like it always has been,
Yeah.
and it'll look a lot better than it has been in a long time.
Yeah.
Anything else, trustee Menard?
That's all I have.
Trustee Pelkey?
Just another question, just on what Dale was talking about. Were the brine pumps replaced?
No, they weren't.
So you're still using the old brine pumps?
It's something that we're getting an estimate on to find out what that cost is gonna be. What we'd like to do is replace just at least one for right now, because it's a 1970
Yeah.
pump. So we'd like to replace that with a newer one, and then we'll have this 1970 pump as a backup if needed.
I didn't know if there was additional money with that grant money to replace those.
And we have some additional grant money coming again, and I can't announce it yet, but if everything goes according to the way Chris and I and Arsene spoke to one of our elected local officials, then we're gonna have plenty of money to fix this whole building up from one end to the other. And I think the people will be very proud of what this building looks like when it's done. So I think we're well on our way to replacing those pumps also. But as you all know, it takes time for grant money to be filtered our way. We filled out the application, we've been assured that the grant money is coming our way. It's in the committee, and we're just waiting to hear the final announcement of that grant money. So at this point, that's where we're at. Anything else, trustee Pelkey?
Yes, I need authorization for travel for Danny Gay, Zach Roberts, John Bernard, Brian Geno, and Heath Carden. There's 3 different classes that they're gonna be attending. One on October 4th, one on October 5th, and one on November 2nd. These are for their contact hours to keep their water licenses up.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Yeah, I'll put that in the form of motion.
All those in favor of authorizing travel for Dan Gay, Zach Roberts, John Bernard, Brian Jeleno, and Heath Cardan, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The authorization for travel for these individuals have been approved by the board, and the administrator will take care of the paperwork. Anything else, trustee Patrick?
Nope.
Trustee Rodriguez is next up, but he's not here tonight.
I have one other thing on the rec center.
Okay,
Jason got the dehumidifiers working, all wired up, right, Chris?
Yes, they are up and running, and they seem to be working properly at this time.
Yeah.
okay.
So we got them done, so.
No, we put a lot of time and effort into fixing up this building, and it's beginning to pay off, and I think the families will see that what we've done is for the best interest of this building and the village. Mr. Cooper is not here to give us any other reports, no other open meeting, no executive session called for.
Mr. Mayor,
Excuse me?
I'd like to say something. I'd like to say something.
Okay, Mr.
Just, I'd like to get
Letourneau?
a little report here. I just, first thing is, I just wanna thank the, board for allowing myself and the administrator to go to the Nikon Fall Training School. As always, it was very informative. It's a good, school to get new and updated, rules and regulations and networking and everything when you appear, so we appreciate that. Also, too, down there, I'm gonna read a short paragraph here. While we were down there, the New York State Municipal Workers' Comp Alliance gave us a check. They're pleased to present the enclosed member loyalty award check to the Village of Rouses Point for the 22-23 policy year. This monetary award reflects recognition by the Board of Trustees of fiscal challenges faced by municipalities and provides a tangible benefit of municipal cooperation by returning funds to the local governments and schools for the betterment of their communities. Loyalty award amounts are based on individual members' longevity of membership with the Comp Alliance and its annual funding contribution. So we received a check for the amount of $1,283.
Very good.
That's
Anything
all I
else?
have.
Thank you, Mr. Letourneau. Anyone else have anything before I ask for an adjournment?
Make a motion, we adjourn?
Second.
All those in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
All those opposed? We are now officially adjourned.